Welcome back to Entertainment One. On today's show, we look at a taste of the new Avengers Endgame, interview our film fanatic guest, hear your opinions on next year's releases, and experience an exclusive interview with Ashley Skye, including a live performance. I, personally, cannot wait. Let's get into the show.
Hi, my name's Ashley Skye. I'm a musical artist. I'm living in Bournemouth right now studying animation. I'm originally from London, but my family moved around a lot when I was a kid, so I've done high school in South Africa and I lived in the Caribbean for a really long time. And I don't even know myself, I'm saving. And I've been playing guitar since I was about 9. And so it's the only thing that's really kept me grounded and sane throughout moving across the world so many times. And I play guitar, I play ukulele, and I write songs.
Really good video there, showcasing a real talent in the music industry, and I'm happy to say that she's here with us today. Great to see you, Ashley.
Thank you, happy to be here.
So to kick things off, let's start from the very beginning. What made you want to pursue a career in the music industry?
When I was younger, I really loved Hannah Montana and I loved the way she used to play guitar, so that's what made me buy my first guitar. But then my family moved around a lot and music became the thing that kind of like was my personal mental health saviour.
Do you have a favourite artist at the moment? Are you still listening to the stylings of Hannah Montana, or have you moved on since then?
No, Miley Cyrus isn't for me anymore, but I really love Clairo and her new stuff. I really love how independent she is, and I'm also a really, really big fan of the 1975 and their new album.
Is there any particular song that's your current number one?
Probably Flaming Hot Cheetos by Clairo or Sincerity is Scary by the 1975. It's very good.
How about some other hobbies outside of music? Surely you don't have enough time for anything else.
I do quite a lot of drawing because I study animation and that is required in my course. So I'm usually up late doing drawing or music.
Do you ever find it difficult to balance everything with music production, considering it's such a time-consuming thing to do?
Yeah, I'm usually up like really late till 3 o'clock in the morning and don't get a lot of sleep.
So you're playing for us live here today. Is this the first time you've played for any audience?
No, I used to play in a coffee shop that was down the road of my house and then also used to play at night times in a pub.
Finally, what about the future for you? Any upcoming songs or exciting projects?
Yes, I'm releasing a single in February and then a music video to go along with that on March.
Is that like a dream of yours to have your own music video?
Yeah,
like
definitely. I'm really interested in film, so that's one of my biggest dreams.
Yeah, no, I can imagine something like that is incredible. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Ashley, for talking with us today. It's time for you to prepare for your live performance. So here is the Avengers trailer.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
That was incredibly exciting, and I personally cannot wait to see what they do with the next film in the series. Here to discuss all things cinema is my film fanatic guest, Corey.
Hello, Andrew.
So we've just seen the trailer for the upcoming Avengers film. Are you as excited as I am?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to answer a lot of important questions, especially after seeing what happened in Infinity War. Yeah, the fans will hopefully be pleased by what they see.
Have you seen the previous Avengers films?
Yeah, I've seen them all, along with all of the standalone Marvel superhero movies. Massive fan. I think they're some of the best films to come out in probably the past decade or so.
No, I agree with you. Personally, I love the fast-paced action and the incredible characters for superhero films. It's such a wide medium, such a wide scope of what you can do with those sort of films.
Yeah.
Are you a big action superhero fan, or do you prefer another genre?
I mean, yeah, completely. I think one of my favourites has to be Guardians of the Galaxy because it just went all out there. You know, it was really unique, had some really likeable characters that have obviously carried well in the MCU. terms of action films, I'm a big fan of war films as well. One of my favourites being Saving Private Ryan. Hacksaw Ridge recently was fantastic with Andrew Garfield. But an all-time favourite of mine has to be Aliens.
No, I agree with you. Aliens is a cinematic masterpiece that really does hold up even to this day. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. So we've heard what Corey thinks about films. Next up, it's time to hear your opinions and see what upcoming releases they are.
What did you think of the new Avengers?
It's a good lead up to the next Avengers film. It shows a lot of emotion carrying on from what happened at the end of the film. And I'm just excited to see it because I'm a big fan of the Marvel franchise.
I thought it was a really good trailer. I haven't actually seen the previous Marvel films, but as a film fan, I really enjoyed the trailer. I thought it was quite good cinematography and stuff like that. So yeah.
I really like this trailer actually. It had a slow build-up at the start, nice and tense, and then towards the end it's really action-packed and really showed, the potential of the film. I'm looking forward to see it in cinemas.
Right.
Captain Marvel because it's the lead up to Avengers, the final film before that. And I've seen the trailers for that, which also looks good as well.
I've seen a lot of trailers for the films coming out in 2019, and my favourite by far is going to be Hellboy. I've seen a lot of pictures from on set, and it just by far looks like a great movie so far.
Oof. I think it's got to be Toy Story, Toy Story 4.
Tom Hanks going.
Tom Hanks.
Definitely some interesting opinions and upcoming releases that even I didn't know were happening. It should be very exciting. Any of those upcoming releases stand out to you, Corey?
I mean, yeah, Toy Story 4 was mentioned. I mean, I feel like it probably should have ended on Toy Story 3, not going to lie, but it will be interesting to see what they do with it at the very least. I'm going to have to go back to the Avengers again. I mean, I was left on the edge of my seat watching Infinity War, and I really want to see the end of all these story arcs for these characters, especially ones that have been around for years.
I completely agree with you. Whilst it's not the climax of the Marvel Cinematic Universe it's sort of the climax of what we've had so far. Because everything you've ever come to know about Marvel is probably about to change, considering all the actors that will be leaving their posts, all the recastings, so to speak, new heroes taking up the mantles of old ones. I think it will be a really interesting climax to the series, and I'm really excited to see how it will set up the Marvel Cinematic Universe from there. If you could make any genre of film starring anyone in the world, what would you make?
Now that is a very interesting question. I'd probably have to go something along the lines of a modern spaghetti western. Maybe introducing someone like Chris Pratt onto the scene. He's liked a lot by people at the moment. He's got a lot of charisma. And yeah, as I said, a spaghetti western hasn't been done much anyway in recent years, so.
No, I agree with you. I think the art of the spaghetti western has been lost in recent times, considering how little have been made. The only real marquee ones you could speak of are Bone Tomahawk, which was a small independent movie that was made a few years back, Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained, and The Hateful Eight. All of them excellent movies, and they excellently build on the legacy of the sort of the Clint Eastwood films and the that sort of era of filmmaking where the Western was really dominant in Hollywood and the general consensus of the public as well. I think that the spaghetti Western deserves a resurgence, not just the spaghetti Western. Western in general deserves a massive resurgence, and I think there would be a lot of demand for it,
Yeah,
personally.
I think so too.
And finally, where do you see the film industry in 10 years' time?
Wow, I mean, obviously it's very centred on Netflix, streaming services. I don't think cinema will go anywhere. Cinema is a very unique experience, even now for people, and it is constantly evolving, obviously, with 3D, the IMAX screens. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change much, because it's such an experience for friends and family to go together to see a hyped-up new movie.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
Absolutely. Anyway, now it's time for the news with myself and the weather with Rachel. Let's see what's been happening. Leader of Dorset's integrated care system, has said that this money will support us to taking another step forward to improving the quality of healthcare services in Dorset. Rail passengers travelling to and from London Waterloo faced disruption earlier today. Trains were unable to run through Woking due to a fault with the signalling system. Trains are now able to run. However, there are some residual delays and some services may be cancelled or delayed by up to 20 minutes. A film made by a Bournemouth cancer charity has been nominated for a national award. Dance Beats Cancer was created by Youth Cancer Trust with Fraser Freeze in October 2017 and was entered into the Charity Film Awards. Voting closes at midnight tonight. Over in entertainment news, former Bournemouth manager Harry Redknapp has been crowned King of the Jungle in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Redknapp beat all 9 contestants, including fellow finalist Emily Atack, who came in second, and John Barrowman, to take the crown, saying it was so surreal to win the competition. And now the sports. Mohamed Salah scored a hat-trick against Bournemouth to send Liverpool to the top of the Premier League table after a 4-0 victory at Dean Court. Bournemouth, who without their star striker Callum Wilson, have lost 15 out of their last 17 games against top 6 opposition, but still look to be having a stellar season. Bournemouth Lions returned to victory trail with a 63-0 win against Newton Abbott before revealing their first defeat of the season had refocused the South West Premier League leaders. The Lions extended their lead at the summit of the division to 7 points after running in 9 tries at Chapelgate on Saturday. That's it for your news roundup. Now it's time for the weather with Rachel.
Thanks, Andrew. Monday is dry with highs of 8 degrees, looking good for Halo Monday. Tuesday is looking dry but breezy, so you might need a jacket if you're heading to Toast. As the breeze continues into Wednesday, you will definitely need a jacket for Cameo with lows of 3 degrees. Thursday is seeing sunny spells, so if you're heading to Lost, you will be in for a good night. Friday at 8 p.m, there's a high chance of rain, so best take an umbrella to Lollipop. The rain will continue throughout Saturday into the night, so maybe stay in for that one. Sunday is clearing up with highs of 9 degrees, that'll drop to 7 degrees by the evening, which is great for walkabout. That's all from me, back to you, Andrew.
Very interesting stuff there. I'll definitely be needing my coat this weekend. So Ashley, what song have you chosen to perform for us today?
Put Your Records On by, I think it's Carly Rae.
What is it about that song that attracted you to performing it for us today?
My dad used to always play it in the car when we were driving, and I think it's just a great groovy song.
Is it like your favourite genre of music then?
I just really like music that when you strip it back, it's just fundamentally groovy.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Well, anyway, it seems like we're almost out of time for today's show. We've heard some out there opinions and discussed the highly anticipated Avengers trailer. But now it's time for what I've been looking forward to the most, and I'm sure you at home have been looking forward to the most as well. We're going to leave you with a live performance from the magnificent Ashley Sky. Thank you for watching. Be one with entertainment. Take it away, Ashley.
Sat on my window and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came in like cinnamon so sweet, yeah. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we've got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Oh, don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Show me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. Blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Don't let those other boys fool you. Gotta love that afro hairdo. Maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Oh, don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Show me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.